Okay, when it comes to dealing with debt, I always like to say like pay off your debt slowly and pay it off in chunks. Don't try to do like the one lump sum thing because you never know what may happen. It's like the first quarter, you have all the money for it, you want to pay off this debt, but then who knows, emergency came in the second quarter. But if you took the time to pay it in chunks, you prepared yourself for that debt. And then it's like you just push back the deadline of where you're going to pay off that debt, but you're not putting yourself in jeopardy. You're not jeopardizing yourself where you're throwing yourself back 10 steps. No, be smart about it. And this is a way that you can help yourself to be smart about it. I know within our trans community, especially when it comes to like gender affirming care and surgeries, just understand like when you're using credit and loans, pay attention to all the rules that happens within those loans. You don't want to fall into predatory lending. So this is why I say when it comes like the minimum payment amount for credit cards, that's a trap right then and there. You will never get out of that loan or that debt. So this is why you should always pay double or triple the minimum amount when it comes to your credit card. So this way you're hitting the interest and you're hitting the principal, and you will see that loan decrease at a great rate where you're not sacrificing yourself once again. Because like I said, I want to empower you. I want you to do it the right way. And if it takes slowly and patience, what it takes for me to rebuild myself, do the same for you. Extend yourself that grace. And just remember, like, know how your credit score is calculated. Because like if you go to my social media, I do put that up there. Like when you know how your credit score is calculated, you can learn how to gain points. So remember, even if your credit score is down, like I shot mine to hell, I was able to rebuild it because I knew the math behind it or what counts for my credit score. And then remember, you're always allowed a free credit report every year. So take the time to look through it, skim it, because these corporations and financial institutions do make mistakes. They may charge you with a debt that's not even yours or under your name, or maybe under your dead name, and they're still holding it against you. So just be careful of that, especially for my trans people. And then just also, I always like to say this too, when it comes to student loans, I had to give myself a break and I had to defer it for a year, but that became like one of the best strategic moves I ever done. Yes, my interest did go up, but when I saved my money for that whole year, I was able to save up and then I was able to knock out that extra interest while my principal as well. So just remember, like, this is something we don't talk about in finance. We don't give ourselves the time for breathing room. Like, just understand, like, when you're owed a debt or something, you don't have to hop to and always pay it. Like, talk to them, have a conversation and say, like, is there a payment plan I can schedule? Is there a compromise we can do in order for me to pay off this debt slowly, but not sacrificing yourself and able to breathe for it? Because you don't want to hop into one debt, into another debt, into another debt. It gets overwhelming. And what happens when we get overwhelmed? We get anxious, we get anxiety, we don't want to do it, we like put it off, we get distracted, we procrastinate. So it's just like, please remember that. Like, just take the time to give yourself grace and breathing room.